see from different. That guy fucking fart, fucking disgusting. Like, I was kind of being ignorant. I was kind of being a nigga. Why do people like this broken ass shit? This looks like a fucking hobo would wear it. I'm just being honest, man. Can't fucking see past your fat ass, bitch. Sorry, call him fat. Did I do that? I call him plus size. Hey, move your plus size ass, thanks. Okay, is this some weird ass fucking game? I'm getting out. Like, if it's anything sexually weird, I'm getting out the game, guys.
Spiders!
Oh my god!
Wake up! I want the spiders! Where are they? Where?
Baby Steps features some depictions of nudity. Do you want to see them? This can be changing. Oh. Read properly, nigga. Hey, what is up, YouTube? And welcome to Baby Steps. I saw this game a while back, you know. I decided to play it. As you can see, my eyes are like really small today because I didn't sleep that well last night, so they call me Chingy not because the way that I squint my eyes. Anyway, bro, let's start this, man. I like to have a chill gameplay today, you know, relaxing, talk about current events and stuff like that, you know. Just chatting, just relaxing, you know. Anyway, what should we talk about today? We need a certain topic to talk about. Let's talk about indie games. You know, there's a part of me who likes indie games because of their, you know, experimental storytelling and stuff like that. But overall, I really don't like some of them. Especially the horror games. The horror games that are like 8-bit or something, where it's like really low quality. Like the jump scares are like just loud noises and flashing lights. I'm gonna be honest, man, that's just retarded. If your game is like that, that's just stupid. Like, there are better ways to scare somebody, and that's like the most easiest way. That's why I don't like jump scares at all in some games. You know, unless they create the atmosphere first for that jump scare, and I would say okay. But like, if they do it so much to the point where like it's just constant all the time, I'm like, yeah, okay, this game sucks. Anyway, this is mostly my point on indie horror games, though. I don't know, what do you guys think? Yeah, but there's some indie games that like deal with like you know, psychological aspects or something like that. Apparently, the new Expedition 33 or whatever was an indie game. Which is crazy considering how much money they got to create the game. I honestly don't think it's an indie game. Anyway, I don't like the style of those games. The whole turn-based or whatever you call it. Like you stop and you fight an enemy and you click on I don't know. I think those kind of games are bullshit, to be honest. I tried playing it, but I just stopped playing it I just didn't like it. It wasn't my cup of tea. Expedition 33 was made by French people. You know, there's like these different point of views or stereotypes that you have for each country. Like how most Europeans think of America as like basically retarded people with guns or some shit. Like when Kai Cenat was reading a book, people thought, oh yeah, okay, no wonder this is America here. Everybody's bloody retarded in America, and, you know, they can't freaking read. Anyway, yeah, that's what most Europeans think of America when they saw Kai Cenat. It's pretty performative, to be honest, what he was doing. Anyway, the point of making that point is, I have this stereotype for French people, and, I don't know, I'd rather not say it. I think they're weird. The French people, when it comes to artistic things, some of them are weird. They bro, okay, you know what, I'm gonna just keep it to myself because I can't explain it properly, and then if I try to explain it, I'm gonna look stupid, or I'm gonna look like I'm an American. So that's indie games for you. Let's switch the conversation over to those tabletop games or whatever the f*** you call them. Really, who wants to play those games, man? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I think those games are dumb, but obviously I can't make games, so nobody gives a shit about my opinion. And you don't have to give a shit about my opinion, but I think when you make a game, you should either make it I mean, as long as the game has a good story, I don't mind playing it. But if it doesn't have a good story and the whole thing is like that, the whole combat system or whatever, it's kind of dumb, no? I mean, there's no excitement in it. I know it's a strategy type game where you gotta strategize, but compared to like, let's say, a game like Total War, where it's like a turntable game, I think it is. Tell me what you guys think. Turntable games. I might be biased considering that I mostly grew up playing Call of Duty games. So.
Oh, slimy.
Yuck! You're disgusting. What is that? Just the milk? Please don't eat that shit.
Maybe just a taste.
Okay, if this is some weird ass fucking game, I'm getting out. Like if it's anything sexually weird, I'm getting out the game, guys. Let's actually talk about Kai's whole drama. You know, Kai Cenat reading and shit. I personally think it's a bit performative, bro. Very performative. But then again, I was gonna say, like, I follow a lot of book channels here and there doing book reviews and stuff, but they don't like show themselves reading, so that's not a good defense. Yeah, it's just weird. It's kind of weird what he's doing. Kind of weird what he's doing and documenting the whole thing. He should just do it. Like, you don't need people to see you reading. I think it's because he's been doing streaming for a long time that he has to be performative, you know? You know, he doesn't realize he's being performative, but he has to be performative, considering he's been doing streaming for a long time. So all of this is like normal to him, being performative. So when he reads books, he likes to post it and stuff like that. But like, people can do that without realizing that. People can be performative without realizing. You see, I'm fucking up my words there. Maybe I need to fucking read a book without realizing that they are performative. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so personally, what I think of Kai's whole situation, I think he is being performative, but he doesn't realize he is being performative or whatever. But then again, most streamers and stuff like that, they are performative. Some of them have to be because they don't want to show their real selves. They might think, oh, people won't like me or whatever. People won't like my true self, so they become performative. And they have to keep most people entertained. It's hard to please everybody. I can just say that. It's very hard to please everybody. So Kai's just doing what he thinks he's, you know, okay. And that's being performative. Because while streaming, that guy is always performative, man. And you can say it's kind of fake, but it is what it is. My bro's been streaming for a long time, so... Anyway, yeah, what do you guys think about my evaluation? People are saying that he's doing all of this just because he broke up with a girl which allegedly young boy was smashing, which is insane. My girl left. I mean, young boy has like so many baby mamas, bro. Like, why would you go for young boy and then leave the #1 streamer that's popping off right now? #1 streamer who doesn't have any baby mamas, and you go for YB, bro. I'm glad that Kai Cenat broke up with her, man. Kai Cenat should be happy. Yo, whenever a girl cheats on you, you should be happy, dog. You shouldn't, like, you know, you shouldn't complain about anything. You should be happy. Say thank you to her. Thank you to her because she's showing, like, you who she is. Like, actually, why you gotta play it safe and be like, oh, let's not go to clubs and shit? Oh, you guys should go to clubs and shit like that. And then, like, it's a test for her, you know? Every time when she talks to somebody or you want her to talk to guys, the more she talks to guys, the more either she's gonna, like, cheat after talking to those guys, or she's not gonna not cheat. It's kind of like putting an iron, like, making a sword or some shit, putting an iron rod through the fire, and then if that rod or whatever it is kind of breaks, obviously you shouldn't use that thing because it's, you know, why am I fucking up my words, bro? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is Kai Cenat should be happy, dog. anybody who goes with a girl and their girl cheats on them. You know what's gonna be more worse? If Kai Cenat was with that girl and they were in a relationship for like 5 years or some shit, and then they finally broke up, that would be fucking crazy, dog. That'd be fucking insane. But I'm glad Kai's doing his own thing, created a fashion brand or some shit, which is kind of cringe, bro. Everybody's doing a fucking fashion brand now. How we fucking creator. Yeah, guys, if your girl breaks up with you, I think guys should, yo, bring your girl to the club or some shit. Put her in the fire, dog. Let her talk to other guys. Let her be tempted, man. Just like how, like we are, as guys, we are always tempted or whatever. I'm not talking about myself, but yo, put her through the fire, man. Let her talk to other guys. Let her talk to other guys. Let her, like, mingle. And then if she starts, cheating on you, then you should be happy. Be like, yo, I put you through the fire. Those are tests, and you fucking failed. But, I'm glad you can be with whoever you want. I'm just happy that I found that out, now, and rather 5 years later, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, boys, you just gotta assume that she's gonna cheat. Life is easier that way. I mean, women do this to guys all the time. Fucking girlfriend calls the guy and be like, oh, hey, no. Anyway, yeah, Kai, do what you want, dog. Just be happy. I think your clothing brand shit is, like, a little bit weird. I mean, it's not even real, these clothing brands or whatever. Considering that Louis Vuitton or whatever the fuck those Gucci brands make their bags in China. And, they're allowed to say it's made in Italy if the last piece or whatever on the bag or clothes is, like, put together in Italy. So they complete the bag like 99% of the time. And then they send the incomplete bag, let's say a zipper is missing or whatever, and then they complete the bag. And then they're allowed to say it's made in Italy. What the fuck? Yo, Kai Cenat, why don't you just do that, man? Instead of going to Italy, like, I saw the video of him going to Italy and, like, making the stuff. I mean, it's good that he's doing that, making real shit, like, real Italian, whatever you're calling it. Like, it's real Italian leather and shit like that, making it in Italy. But your competition is kind of fucking you up. They're making their shit in China for cheap and then completing the rest in Italy. I mean, at that point, like, everything's fucking fake in fashion, bro. Everything's fucking fake in fashion. Nothing's authentic in fashion, man. So, am I going down? Fuck. I'm going down, dog. Oh yeah, everything's fake in fashion. I don't know why, people say Kai's fake and all, so kind of join in the industry where everything's kind of fucking fake. I mean, guys, fashion is, I'm gonna be honest, it's fake. Nothing authentic about fashion, dog. Probably except Kanye West, but everything else is fucking fake. I mean, I'm glad that Kai's going to Italy and making his shit authentic by hiring real Italians. To do his job for him. But yeah, I think whatever Kai's doing in the fashion shit, I don't know, I think it's fake, yo. And his journal, holy shit. I've made a joke about that in one of my recent videos. So when some people journal, it's like some journals where people want to make them look aesthetic as fuck, making them look authentic or whatever by putting pictures in there, drawings or stickers or some shit. Like, I made a joke about this in our Life is Strange gameplay, and I was like, oh shit, cool, dog. I wish my diary was like that. And then my friend was like, oh yeah, that's female shit, dog. That's female shit. But then I was like, oh yeah? Well, what's that fucking famous Roman general? Fucking Augustus Rex or some shit. What's his name? Who journaled a lot? I fucking forgot his name. But anyway, yep, he journaled. Fuck me. I need a break. Marcus Aurelius. I just remember that while I'm taking a fat dump. Yeah, Marcus Aurelius said. That guy journaled. I mean, I bet he didn't put stickers and shit like that in his journal. And he actually just wrote down his fucking words and shit. Yeah. I think I can make that, right, guys? Do you think so? Fuck me. Like, maybe I'm kind of being retarded trying to not do that. Anyway, guys, let's go back to our topic of conversation. Yes, fashion. Fashion. I really don't give a shit about fashion, to be honest. And I'm glad he's, you know, working with, I'm kind of repeating what I'm saying. But I'm glad he's working with, like, real Italian people to create a brand or whatever. It's gonna cost, like, the cost of doing that is gonna be more. So I'm guessing he's gonna price whatever he's making probably above 400 or 500 bucks at least. It's gonna be above 400, 500 bucks. Yeah. So hopefully my boy Kai kind of. I think if he made his shit in China, people wouldn't buy it. But then again, you know, he could always do the route where, you know, it's like 90% complete in China. We don't say China, guys. China. And then like make the last small bit in Italy, and then he could be like, oh yeah, it's made in Italy, baby. Made in Italy. That's what the big brands do. Dude, can you believe that? It's like 1,000 or the profit on that is like 1,000% or like 5,000% or something like that. Fucking insane. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Has Kai come up with new fashion? Let me try searching up. Okay, we are in Kai's journal. I mean, like, look at this. Oh, what the hell? We gotta be on the waiting list to go in this journal? What the fuck, man? Oh shit, there's so many fucking things called Vivet. Vivet Technology, Vivek Therapeutics, Vivet Health. There's so much Vivet brands. What the fuck? Is this common? Vivet is like a common thing. Vita Vivet. I mean, it looks cool. But what are these stuff? What is this? What is this thing? What is this supposed to be? I don't know what that is. I mean, the fur is cool, I guess. Okay. What about this one? 120 bucks. That's insane, dog. It's fucking insane, honestly. Why do people like this broken ass shit? This looks like a fucking hobo would wear it. I'm just being honest, man. Yeah, why do people like this baggy shit? Look, it's like ripped and shit. Like straight out of the streets of Chicago or whatever the fuck. Been in the bin or some shit. If you told a crackhead to wear this, you would think like this clothes is, you know, it wouldn't be worth 120 bucks. I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't like this whole making it look grungy or some shit. Not a fan. At least this looks like it's worth 230 bucks. Like this looks, I think it looks okay, nice. I mean, but yeah, I think this is like, what do Americans say? Dog water or some shit. Yeah, if you would tell a homeless dude to wear this, people wouldn't tell if this was worth 120 bucks. So what's really the point in making something like this? You know what I'm saying? I like the little thing over here now. The one with his logo and shit. I mean, look at this. Yeah, this looks like a homeless hoodie. Worn out. Okay. Can I zoom in? I like the cool branding though. That's nice. I think this looks plain. Really, nothing's going on here. Nothing really is going on here, so... I think this is a plain jacket. Nothing's really going on there. I don't think it's worth 160 bucks, to be honest. Now, this actually looks like it's worth 220 bucks. Like, is this real alligator? Oh, croc. Call it alligator, croc, whatever. This looks nice. I like it. It looks cool. Definitely looks like it's worth, 220 bucks. It looks like it's worth 220 bucks. Probably, out of everything, this is ass. This is kind of mid. This is, I don't know, it's cool looking, but, I like the red and the thingy. Blends well. The color palette's cool. But, I feel like he put too much on it, though. What's on the side? What is this, man? Like, what is that? North, east, west, south? And, like, what is this one? And this? I think he's just putting too much unnecessary shit on here. I mean, and then he forgot to at least put like your Vivet logo in front, like big ass, maybe like complete leather back, boom. Because this at the back looks fucking empty, guys. Look, he put everything on the sides and in front, but the back looks bloody empty. Like, just remove this, man, Kai. Just remove this remove the front and remove this bullshit. Just remove that and remove that shit. You're doing too much in the front. And then maybe like just put like a whole leather back like this in the logo, because the back looks empty. I mean, you wanna tell people what kind of brand this guy's wearing, right? Put the logo at the back. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Fucking satanic symbols or whatever remove this guy. Like, look at this. What is this symbol? What is this thing? And what is this? What are these things? Unnecessary. Just bloating the front. There's too much shit on the front. And then the back looks completely empty. You see what I'm saying, guys? Most of the stuff fashion is like kind of like the same, kind of fake or whatever. Like literally, if you, like I said, put this on a homeless person and nobody's gonna like tell the difference. But this, I think any brand can make a leather jacket, and it's your signature leather jacket. I mean, hey, maybe 2 or 3 years from now, this $160 leather jacket might spike up in price. Actually, no, I forgot. Clothes don't appreciate value; they depreciate. They lose their value over time. So, if you bought this now, it wouldn't be worth. I don't think it would be worth $160 or $230 later on. Anyway, looks cool. But yeah, this one, okay, I'm gonna put it in tiers. This is cool. I like this. This is like simplistic leather or whatever. This is cool. I like it. This is a new one. $180. No way. Did they like Photoshop this shit? Fucking put sparkles in the jacket. No fucking way. That's crazy. What is this metal shit along the collar though? I swear, everybody want to be like fucking Playboy Cardi. Anyway, here's the tier list. Tier list, guys. The only like out there different looking one is definitely this. I like this. Pretty cool. I don't know if that's real fur or not. If it is, that's cool. Okay, this is pretty cool. I like it. So maybe, why am I rating this? I'm not a fucking fashion guy. Anyway, you want my opinion, guys? This is cool. I like this, but like too much shit in the front. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I think he was just going for what looks nice, and like he put some unnecessary shit in there. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is. East, north, west, south. Remove that shit. Remove that. Like, what is that? The fuck is that, dog? I don't think it's stitched properly. Look, I don't know. What is this, man? SN, that on the corner? Like, what are you trying to say? Remove this shit. Remove this. Remove that. Remove that. And then put like a big leather freaking strap at the back. Like leather, complete leather back. Like this. Leather back. Like boom, boom, boom. I don't know. Do some shit over there. Put some alchemy shit or something. Alchemy symbols. Anyway, yeah, so this is cool. I like it, but too much shit in the front. This is cool. This is nice and simple. I like both of these. Very simple, but they're the same. And yeah, I like these three. These three I like. And this sucks. This is like basically a homeless fucking jacket. Put it on a homeless guy and you wouldn't know the difference. This, it's crazy. Called it his signature leather jacket. This is kind of the same thing. Look at this. Guys, it's literally the same thing. Oh fuck, this is like $400, dog. What the fuck? At least Kai is bringing down the fucking price, dog. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so the point is, it looks like any other leather jacket. Anyway, that's the point. But regardless, I'm not a fashion guy, so don't take my opinion seriously. But here's just what I'm just gonna say. This looks cool. These look cool, but they're the same, so whatever. I mean, at least they could have come up with 3 other different ones. Yeah, who wants to get forest green? Nobody. Everybody's going with the jet black one. This looks nice. This is trash. Give this to a homeless person. It looks like trash. Vivette signature leather bag. This is okay, I guess. But overall, it's cool. Yeah, nice. Cool. Anyway, yeah, back to the fucking gameplay, dog. I fucking spent... The point is, everything's fucking fake in fashion. Can't fucking see past your fat ass, bitch. Sorry, call him fat. Can I do that? I call him plus size. Hey, move your plus size ass, thanks. Anyway, guys, what else should be our next topic besides Kai? Let's talk about how I wanna, run my channel. Because I watch a lot of YouTubers, mostly like my main guys that I watch. Recently, I've been watching Terrorizer and Nogla. Like they were part of the Vanos crew or whatever. I watched them a lot, to be honest, and I like their dynamic, you know, how they approach things and stuff like that. Now they talk about things, like especially when it came to like when they were reacting to the VR chat, freaking VTubers. You know, some VTubers had some explicit skins or whatever the fuck, and Nogla was shitting on them. Especially the one with a cross. I mean, that's weird. Come on. I don't know why goth girls like wearing crosses, man. Fucking weird. If you don't, like, rep the thing, why are you wearing a cross? You don't see people wearing, fucking the crescent moon on them or some shit. Oh yeah, I wear this shit, but I'm not Muslim. You don't see people doing that. So what's the point of you wearing a cross? Anyway, that's beside the point. So yeah, I watch them a lot nowadays because I like how they approach things, like certain topics and stuff like that. And yeah, I think it's just I like the dynamic. I think it's cool. And then I also watch Dashi games. I'll be honest, I was a big fan like I would say three years ago. Now not really like that. Like the Dashi 5 years ago felt more authentic, dog. I'm gonna be honest. Or 4 years ago. I feel like right now when he makes videos, I feel like he's just doing this to like, oh yeah, this is my job. I gotta do the video. And so most of his videos today feel, I don't know, it feels manufactured, dog. I'm just gonna say it. And nothing's wrong with that. Like you feel fucking weak or something like that, and you're like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna make this shit or whatever. That's cool. I don't mind that. Anyway, what do I saying? Oh yeah, how I want to run my channel. So yeah, I want to make my channel, I wanted to make it very open, you know, to an audience where, like, from different aspects of life and stuff like that. Because I see nowadays that most people, when they surround themselves with certain, like, same thinking people, like, things just become an echo chamber to them or whatever, and after you talk with the same people and stuff like that, eventually people like those type of people, they have extreme ideas and then they're not really open to anything else, as in like different perspectives and stuff like that. I realized that when, like in 2016, I was like a, what do you call it? I'm not trying to be political, but I was a guy who you would see wear like a MAGA hat or some shit like that. And I slowly realized after a while, I'm like, yo, I think I'm being too extreme, man. I'm being like closed-minded and stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, I was like, am I being extreme, man? Is this me being extreme? As in, like, I had certain ideas. Not certain ideas. Like, every day, I would cycle through the same shit, like, same videos and stuff like that, of, like, the same topics. And then it felt like I was like a robot. Like, oh, this guy's talking about this thing today. And then, like, oh, yeah. It's like that, what do you call that meme? That Grand Theft Auto 4 meme, where it's that one with the biker, like a beer. The one where, you know, they had like beers and they go like beer. Editor, put that shit in if you find it. Anyway, it felt like that meme. I felt like I was in that meme. And so I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Every day I'm logging on and then watching the same video. I don't know, it was weird. It was weird when I first realized it. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I realized that I was like, kind of like turning myself into an extremist. Like if I viewed the same shit over and over again. And so I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, yeah, I was like, I realized I was turning to not extremist, but like to the point where I didn't want to accept other people's point of views and stuff like that. Like, I was kind of being ignorant. I was kind of being a nigga. And so I was like, okay, yo, you're kind of being, I'm just gonna back off. And then I was like, all right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna not talk about any of this shit. Read a book or something like that. And I tried not to watch these same videos over and over again about a certain topic. Sorry guys, this is fucking intense. Whew. Anyway, I tried not to hang around people who have the same views as me and stuff like that, the same like comedy as me. Like when I first played through Borderlands 3, people would talk about millennial writing and how it's shit. It's not gonna lie, it's kind of shit, but I can see some areas where it's like kind of funny. This maybe something good and maybe something bad, you know. And I was like, okay, maybe this like isn't everything, you know. There's some good and some bad things, and then you shouldn't think like in a way where, oh yeah, you're on this side, so everything on this side is way better. So I'm not gonna even laugh. or like give attention to the other side, even though if it's funny or whatever, I'm just gonna be fake or whatever. And I'm not gonna give credence to the other side, so give them an opportunity to say like, oh yeah, say you laughed at this, you laughed at that, oh yeah, you understand this, understand that. I'm just gonna be completely ignorant and like not give them the chance. And most people do that out of like disdain or pride or whatever you call it. They just try to make sure that other side or whatever fucking fails at everything. And so I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna open my mind up to everything, dog. I'll just try, see from different. That guy fucking fart. Fucking disgusting. Yeah, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna not think that my side is right. So I'll try to assume that I'm wrong every time when I go in a conversation and let the other side try to make sense of things. And then if they're like completely wrong, and then if that's basically what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I'm not gonna turn myself into an extremist when it comes to certain topics, or make my personality built in a way where it's like, okay, no, fuck that guy. Another example is when I went to film school, because this was back in 2018, 2019. So in an era where people were like, it was like the right versus the left or whatever. And I'm not talking in America's sense, but I'm talking like globally, like in mostly Western countries. And oh, we're here. No way. Oh shit, we're here. No way, guys, we're here, dog. This is cool. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm skipping this. Oh, okay, that just put me off. Anyway, so I was in film school, so basically, you know, a lot of LGBTQ people there, and you know, I was expecting things to be, you know, crazy. I was expecting things to be crazy, and it wasn't. You know, there were some cool people there who made fun of this and that, you know, and made some jokes. And like I hanged out with these people, and I was like, yo, these people are cool. Like the Archie types who most people think is like extreme or crazy or whatever the fuck. These people are cool, man. So I was like, well, why don't I just, because like I was getting along with mostly everybody, and I was like, why don't I just like try not to put people in a certain category, like as soon as I fucking look at them, you know, and try not to completely attack people, you know, when they say something crazy that you don't like. Try not to immediately attack that person and be like, try not to completely attack that person. Try not to interact them in a way where it's like they're very defensive. You know, they overly defensive. And I know there's some people who are immediately like that. It's like when you're, what's a good example? I want to say an example, but, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Me and my mother, right? We always argue with each other, like every time we argue with each other. And the same goes to my cousin and his mother. And guys, like literally our arguments like go to the max all the time, me and my mother. And so I'm like, after going to school and stuff like that, I was like, oh yeah, why don't I just chill, you know? What if she says something crazy, and then why don't I just accept defeat? Why don't I just accept defeat, man? Accept defeat. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say, okay, you're right or whatever. Why don't I just accept defeat and like try not to, because most people try to like win an argument when your goal should be you're trying to have a conversation with this person. You're not trying to win a fucking argument. And I noticed that some people say that, but then they switch it out on you. You know, they try to make you feel like, oh yes, join my side or whatever. I'm like, yo, why do people do that? Like, you don't have to completely switch up. Great, yeah, another fucking slide. Good job. just slide down, man. I don't fucking care anymore. Anyway, so I was like, yo, when I have a conversation with somebody, why don't I just not try to win or whatever like that? Like, nowadays when people talk to somebody about a certain thing, they always try to win. Why the fuck do you want to win something when we're just having a conversation? Nobody has to win anything, you know, we're just fucking talking. Why do you try to be so competitive in any conversation and try to win something? You don't have to win anything. And then so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just try talk to my mother like that, you know? I don't have to win an argument or whatever. I'm just gonna concede. And like after I did that, like a certain amount of times, she eventually conceded too on certain things and what she wanted to say and stuff like that. She conceded knowing that, like, I mean, for a while after, I was like, oh, okay, fine. Okay, fine, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. You know, after I conceded a certain amount of times, she started conceding. And then, like, our relationship slowly started getting better or whatever. Less arguments. Like, guys, like, literally, the arguments would go insane. Like, fucking red hot fire, bro. I'll do the same. I'll tell my cousin to do the same thing. I don't know if he still does it, but like there was a time where it wasn't his mom, but my cousin was arguing with my mom. They always argue a lot, I don't know. And they're going back and forth, like going crazy. I talked to him the day before, and I was like, yo, why don't you just concede, man? Just give up, just lose. Who cares? Like in that conversation, a day later, they're having this argument. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that at all. And then I tell him. Like while they're having the conversation, I was like, yo bro, remember our conversation we had last night? And then he immediately said, oh, okay, fine, whatever. And then I told him before, I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool that you did that, but like try do it without me telling you to do it. And yeah, I don't know if he still does it, but anyway, so this whole conversation, I was gonna talk about how I want my channel to be, and what type of people I wanted to attract. And like it's those type of people where, yeah, the point of I wanted to attract certain people that, you know, thought that way, you know. I think things in life are getting too crazy, people are getting too destructive, you know. The whole I hate Jews thing. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of down that route, but then I was like, yeah, you know what, getting too crazy. Not every person is the same. And so I was like, yeah, okay, there's some good people, there's some bad. It goes for everybody, because we're all human. And so I was like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna think that way anymore. And I'm so happy that one of my mates, like the guy who, Francis, basically the guy who played Life is Strange with me, is, you know, he's like that. Like, he's cool like that. And he's very open and shit like that. I mean, he sounds like, he says some crazy, okay, I was gonna say. He says some crazy shit. Fuck. I think I am supposed to run away. Oh, down there. That's the thing. Woo! Yeehaw! Oh, please not some weird shit or I'm gonna skip this thing. Whoever made this game, you fucking weird motherfucker.
Spiders!
Oh my god!
Wake up! I don't want the spiders!
Oh my god. Fucking hell. Disgusting. Very disgusting. This guy's definitely... He's gay. Yeah, probably a fairy as well. Anyway, basically my main goal for this channel to just, yeah, try to be that centerpiece, you know, an example. Yeah, I think just humans are weird as overall, and they're very extreme. Like, once humans get into that tribal mentality or whatever, it's like group versus group. It's not the individual, you know, being judged as the individual. And that goes for like every group, dog. Yeah, it's just group versus group, you know? Crazy versus crazy. And then each group has like, they talk to each other, those same people in that certain group talk to each other, and then they just turn into extremists, you know, because they're in that echo chamber, you know. I don't like a certain person, I don't like this, I don't like that. That goes to any group, you know? Any group that has a certain ideology or whatever, they go insane, guys. So yeah, it's best not to... I mean, you can have friends and shit like that, but now and then, you should have friends that are very open. And when I mean by open, I don't mean just like LGBTQ or whatever like that, bro. I mean open in like sense of ideas. or whatever like that. I think it's important to have friends that are very different in thought like you. Fuck me. Okay. Yeah. Very important to have friends that are different in thought. Like my friend Francis, who I played Life is Strange with. You can like immediately see sometimes how different we are. Like there was a point where he's the good guy, but there's a point where we found out that one of the characters or whatever like that is pregnant, and then he's like, oh yeah, you fucking slut. And then I'm like, whoa, will you sue me, bro? And then yeah, I think people just need friends like that, dog. They don't need, try not to have friends that are, like, think the same as you. Because things just get weird after that. Because then, like, it'll be a shock to you if you're like, oh yeah, this stuff, no, we're doing the same thing. And as soon as somebody says something different, you guys are like, lashing out at each other. Because that person said something different. Because they're used to this echo chamber, and somebody's saying something different, and you're like, he's not one of us. Get him the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And it happens to every fucking group, like every friend group or whatever like that. You have females, males, and stuff like that. It happens to everybody. Very hard for people to realize that. And like I said before, it's very hard for people to lose an argument, or not lose an argument, or just concede, because this other person is all about, okay, you know what, I'm not trying that, I'm not trying to climb that thing. It's very hard to concede when people don't like losing an argument or whatever, or when you're talking to someone. People just gotta learn to lose, man. Learn to be humble, dog. Learn to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, you're right, you know, learn to be like that, dog. Am I going the right way? Am I dead? Oh! Motherfucker! No! I'm gonna stop playing right now. Oh, I'm gonna stop playing.